Well, hello there, YouTube. Now I'm coming down the hill there, the very first thing. Big old, I just go through a big swarm of bugs. I'm not sure if they're bees or what the hell they were, but blam, blam, blam. I get hit. Look with my mirror, guess what? Direct shot right to the GoPro lens. So riding this Road King without a shield has its drastic disadvantages, that's for sure. So anyway, I'm heading south to Longview, actually to Longview Motorsports, because my kid has got his big old diesel truck jacked up in the air, putting some kind of kit or something. Hopefully he's not putting a lift kit on it and making that thing all redneck. The thing's already tall enough. But anyway, he needs a pitman arm puller. The one he had in a toolbox at the house there, I'm really questioning if that's going to be big enough to remove a pitman arm on a Super Duty Ford truck. I mean, this thing's not very big, but I don't know what a pitman arm looks like. Its physical size. I mean, I know what a pitman arm is, but I don't know what it looks like on a Ford diesel. So, because I dislike driving the same route that I do every single day, it seems like, which is going south on I-5, even through my normal back roads, that starts to get a little old after a while. I'm go out here. This is a road I've been on quite a bit before. This is State Route 506 that heads out to Riderwood or whatever the hell it is, that 55 and older town out there, where I discovered that new bridge here recently. In fact, that was my first outing with a polarizer filter. It was just a camera filter I had attached. And I was on this. That was the last time I rode the Road King, other than riding it to work. I don't think I've used any of that footage yet. But if there's anything, it's hard to do an interesting vlog. It's hard for me to do an interesting vlog anyway. But it's really hard when you're going to work and you're thinking about what you got to do when you get there, and then on the way home you're thinking about what you done while you were there. So I use that extremely long drive each way to kind of clear my head. And when I'm at home, I am 100% at home. I do not think about work. Of course, I do get emails and calls, whatever, from people, so it's kind of hard to avoid it completely, but I do my mostest. So anyway, this route, I'm not going all the way out by any means. I'm gonna turn off on West Side Highway just up the road here, and we're gonna take that route into Longview, swing by the store, drop off these tools my kid needs, and a little Sportster, and I'll come up with some kind of ride on the way home. I'm not sure, haven't gave that any thought. The only thought I've stirred up so far is that I didn't want to take one of my normal back roads, and I didn't want to, definitely didn't want to drive down the freeway. But I did want to ride without the shield, and without the shield going down the freeway, I mean, it's doable. I mean, I rode motorcycles forever without any shields, but it's much nicer to ride with one. It's a privilege of getting old. You don't have to impress anybody anymore. You just bomb away. But anyway, I thought I'd take y'all along with me. Any excuse to turn the camera on is a good one, I reckon, huh? God, it is gorgeous out here. I kind of underestimated the how warm 66 degrees would feel. Actually, it looks like it's about 67 by the gauge there. But I just got that Yamaha denim jacket on and my fingerless gloves. And I'm not cold, it's just I'm cooler than comfortable maybe. And I think it's all in my hands. I did bring my camera bag, my backpack. I've got this Smart Tree little GoPro little carrying case thing, a little $20 thing. And I threw my Hero 4 with the Cena backpack in there. If I run out of batteries, I would probably just swap cameras instead of swapping batteries. How about that? Well, that'd be a little weird to have two different audio types in the same deal. So in this last series of videos, there's 3 of them. There may be a 4th one. I haven't looked that far. There's still more. Yeah, there'll be a 4th one where I ride the iron to work and back. This is where that crazy hole was I talk about. It is absolutely not, you cannot see it. But it's this weird thing where it kind of pitted out and you drop into it and you drop in at a slow rate, but it very quickly ramps out. But you're in a dip, so it loads your suspension because you're, you know how it loads it. So it loads it and then it comes out of this little ramp on the other side that is completely disguised. That thing, I could barely walk for like 2 weeks after hitting that thing. My son and I, when I was still at the Longview store, and he had one of his mini motorcycles, but I think he was riding his 636. He had a 03 636, a silver one, and he was riding that. But anyway, I loafing along there on the old 1200 low Sportster, and whoop, I don't know how many times I'd taken that road through there, but that one time I got off the line, or the line I must normally take, and dropped into that thing. Oh man, them old stock shocks that were on that Sportster were they must not have had any rubber bump stops in the shocks, because it was just a metal to metal clang. Felt like somebody underswung an axe and clipped me right in the tailbone. It was brutal. Man, the bugs, that's, you know, you gotta love the nice weather, but then the bugs just make everything a nightmare. And that's for, hey, let's slow down here and watch an Amtrak go by. I think there's even a driveway right up here. He's going to be coming. Oh yeah, he's coming fast. Pretty sure there's a driveway right up here. Yeah, here we are. If I can get turned into it without cars coming. Let's watch an Amtrak bomb by. He's probably going to blow the hell out of that horn. It's going to be really loud. Oh yeah, there he goes. Look at that. Who doesn't absolutely love trains? I think there's something fundamentally wrong with you if you don't. Needless to say, I won't be trying to keep up with that thing. He's got a straight shot. I've got lots of turns and hills. Not to mention, he's probably going 70 plus. That might be fine through here on a sport bike, but on a Road King, that wouldn't be so cool. A lot of weight to whoa this thing up and slam it in a turn. The old Cowlitz River scooting by down there. You'll see that out there. There's a spot up here. It's a big turnout where a lot of fishermen and and just people playing in the water, turnout. But once you get down into the turnout, you can't see the river. You gotta take one of the little, see, this is it right here. You gotta take one of the little paths down. Now you can walk down it, or I can ride my DR down it. But you're not gonna go down there on there's a whole bunch of bikers back there. But you're not gonna take a Road King down there. I mean, those were like look like old school Hell's Angel kind of bikers with the vests and the bandanas and the whole works there. It's kind of cool. Holy mackerel, it's cold in here. This is an area that you don't want to travel in the wintertime. This stays frozen through here all winter long. And it's always, if your air conditioner broke or something, just take a ride out here, right in that little area. In fact, Kelly and I were out on a ride on the Venture one day, just out goofing around, and we pulled into that drive that was on the right there. And oh man, it was a hot day. It was like close to 100. Well, it must have been in the 70s in that shade. We actually stood there for quite a while. It felt really good. Another shot of the river down there. Bad thing is most of the little off, there's something else that's gotten logged that wasn't logged before. Most of these little offshoots down here are all private property, so you can't really, you don't have really good access to the river. Man, look at all that's been logged out down there too. Wow, this looks like a completely different place now. Jeez. It's really weird when you come to a place that's been a certain way as long as you can remember. And in this area, that's, 30 plus years. It's pretty creepy to go through an area and it suddenly be all different. The old growth trees and stuff in there. Crazy times. Kelly and I were talking last night. I don't know what got it going. Maybe me telling the story about when the day that Elvis died, me being camping with my parents in '77 at DeGray Lake in Arkadelphia, Arkansas. But maybe it was on my head, or maybe she just, something made her bring it up. But we're talking about all the camping trips we used to do when we lived in Portland. We used to go camping all the time. Oh, I know what brought it up, because she's talking about going with her friend to Estacada, Oregon tomorrow to get some pottery stuff for their that horsehair pottery thing that they're doing. And that's way out there by Oregon City. And anyway, Estacada, out further out in Estacada, you go out in the woods there, and that's where Kelly and I and the kids used to go camping all the time. And then we left Portland and went to Texas. We camped all the time there as well. I just can't believe that the more bugs aren't hitting that lens. They're just slamming me in the face shield. But yeah, it's a shame you get into those. Well, what I was going to say is, since we moved back up here from Texas in 2000, right at the end of 2000, I don't think we've gone camping one single time. That's crazy. So, working on its way to 15 years now, no camping. That is really bizarre. I think I camped so much as a kid and, younger adult, that, I don't know, did I camp myself out? What the hell happened here? How does, 14 plus years go by and you haven't been camping and that not seem odd? God, I swear it seems like we went camping at some point, but man, I can't put a finger on it. So I think she's right. I don't think we have. Crazy. going camping. So with that all sparked up in our heads, thinking, you know, maybe we should load that old Spider up and go take a camping trip somewhere. It's a little small tent. Hell, them tents nowadays and wrap up into nothing. Stuff all that in the old Spider and go for a cruise out somewhere. Love to go camping at the coast, but that's a little safer to do in a car because the temperatures, the coast around here, I know you guys in the south, this may seem completely out of character for you, but here the beach is cold, and you know, there's so much volcanic activity and different things that go on around here. The sand of the beaches around here are mostly, well, I think people refer to it as black, but it's just a gray. I mean, there's definitely spots you can get to where it's, you know, just that normal tan colored or whatever sand, but most of it has this gray look to it. It's a little early. Anyway, West Side Highway, it kind of tracks. We're basically following along I-5 there. It's just to the east of me here. From here, it's probably a mile east of me. And in fact, there's certain spots as I'm coming down West Side Highway here, you'll actually be able to look out. You'll see the freeway in spots. I know somewhere along the line in my my early riding back and forth from Longview vlogs, working there at the Pro Caliber there, I did some vlogs coming down West Side Highway, but hell, I couldn't tell you which one or what it was about or anything like that. And it wouldn't have been going this direction. It would have been coming home, because this is not the fastest way. In fact, from the Longview store to home, the route I'm taking right here takes 1 hour to do it. It normally takes about 40 minutes to get to the Longview store going down the freeway, and taking this back road adds another 20 minutes to it. A lot of the back roads I take don't add a whole bunch to it. The other night when I rode the day before yesterday, it was on the 30th, that was the last day of April. I spent 2 hours coming home on the iron. And I think I mentioned this in the video. I was 2 hours in as I was, you know, going up the highway towards my house there. And I'm just telling you, I am so impressed with Mustang seats. And the seat I picked was this Day Tripper. Is more like a sport seat. I mean, this thing is not wide, and physically it's skinnier. I think overall it is smaller than the stock seat that came on the iron, but because of its shape, you know, you have room to roam around, but it's noticeably skinnier under your butt, you know. But 2 hours on that thing, I stopped for, oh man, I don't know what I just hit, but that slipped. I absolutely did not see anything. I mean, the front and the rear went boom, boom, slip. Oh, bug hit right in the finger. Mama. Owie. But anyway, that was slickery. Old log cabin or log house. That thing has always been painted the same way since the late 70s when we first moved up here. My dad bought some land up in Silver Lake, which ultimately ended up living there for a couple years. I take you guys by the old house there that the very first place I moved into when I moved away from home, when I cut the strings and left home. And anyway, I ended up, I got some weird message or something going on there. What the hell is that? There's some weird message on there. Of course, with these glasses, I can't read it. What the hell is that saying? stop here and check this out right quick. It's saying something. Let's just take a quick peek here. What the hell is that? I have never seen this. Of course, you think I can make it out? Hell no. Why would that be? Blind ass old bastard. Hang tight here just a moment. I hate to do this while I'm vlogging, but I gotta see what the hell this says. I still can't make out what it says. Format. You know, I can't tell what it says. Oh, here we go. Are you kidding me? The light is such that I default modes. Yeah, it says default modes as in plural. Oh crap. You know what? I know what it is. The Hero 4 sitting in my saddlebag. Oh no. Oh, this is wonderful. You know what it is? I must have bumped the damn Wi-Fi button on the Hero 4. The Hero 4 is recording inside of a case right now. Because I see 2 cameras at the top. Oh man, what a retard. Some other because I have both cameras paired to the smart remote. You can have like 50 cameras on it, and that'd be really cool and easy to time the cameras to have them all paired to the same remote. And so if I have multiple angles, I'm sure you guys all do that anyway, but hell, I should actually stop and pull that camera out and turn that damn thing off. Yeah, how far do I gotta go here? You know, I actually got a ways to go. That is crazy. Here's a nice little spot we can pull over, and I'll give you guys a quick little look-see at what I've got going on for this little smart case. Plus, I want to verify that's actually what I'm reading there. And I'm sure it is. Take me just half a second here. I'm gonna leave everything on and see if my Hero 4 is sitting there staring at me recording, which I'm sure that's exactly what it's doing. Anyway, this is a little smart case from Smart Tree, I think it's who I got the batteries from. Look at that. Oh, and it's hot as hell. Well, I can see that I've been recording for 23 minutes and 37 seconds. So I'm gonna stop this one. Now, that's a good way to burn some batteries down. Let's kick the remote off. Oh, I don't know how to do it that way. Just gonna turn the camera off. What an idiot. There we are, we're off. Yep, sure as hell I bumped that button. Anyway, this is my little bag I always carry. It's got all these slots for holding batteries and stuff, and I got my Note 4 sitting in there. The old Samsung. But as you can see, I haven't spent any time setting this case up. It's just kind of together. It's the puller I'm bringing my son. What a retard. Wow, I mean, I could not read that thing for nothing, even with my glasses. These things must have some kind of weird coating on them. It's still showing that it's in default modes, but... So anyway, sitting right here, I'm going to stop. And I appreciate you guys hanging out with me so far. And as you know, there'll be more videos coming from this. So at the moment, I'm going to stop. We'll see ya. Thanks now. Bye-bye.